So, 2 weeks ago, there were some presidential debates in the land of fat people and overly large cars.
Sadat, what do you think?
Well, this is terrible.
It's like a long walk round it.
So, I know I'm late, as always, and the debates were practically 90 billion years ago, but I'll cover them anyway, okay? I need, this is too good to pass on, okay? Now, I'm not gonna be doing some bullshit about who's better, cause one, I'm not American, thank God, and two, everyone on fucking Earth has done that already, so I'ma just walk you through all the moments of this just brilliant, juicy, sexy, per se, I guess, is per se even this brilliant debate. I'm just gonna walk you through the moments, okay? In short, we have two men. On one side, we have Mr. Orange Man, while on the other, we have a man who arguably has Alzheimer's.
COVID has taken this year, just since the outbreak, has taken more than 100 years. Look, here's the lives, when you think about it.
What the fuck does that mean?
In all honesty, they're just equally shit. Anyway, conversations during the debate ranged from coronavirus, the economy, climate change, but all those very unimportant issues were just, discarded, and the debate was just dominated by playground insults. My favorite thing on earth. Like Drama Alert, I'll try to stay neutral, but all I gotta say is that both of them are just about as good as shoving glass up your ass. Okay, I did get a bit carried away there. Anyway, to add some beautiful flair to this, I'll present the debate as an anime, and like all animes, I'll give it a completely and utterly bullshit name. Okay, drumroll please. The name shall be The Two Clowns of the United States Debate, or, in Japanese, Ameri ga Sushoku no Giro no Tsu... Fuck it, you can read. This anime stars two rival cheerleaders, Joe Biden's son, Donald Trump's son, and Donald Trump's son. English, where did it go? And Donald Trump's son, who both want to become president of the United States of Burger King. Anyway, let's get to know the anime personalities of our old cheerleader characters, but before we can do that, we have to have an anime intro, so let's just let it roll. Okay, let's start with the backstory of the first cheerleader, Joe Biden's son. Joe Biden's son is an old man who has a habit of saying shit that makes no sense, or making severe mistakes while talking.
My name's Joe Biden. I'm a Democratic candidate for the United States Senate.
Hey, what's up, guys, and welcome to my top 5 moments.
Our next cheerleader is Trump's son, who is also known for saying shit, which, while somewhat coherent, still makes jack shit sense.
It also gives you immunity. I mean, it does give you immunity. Even the people that just cannot accept anything. I mean, they just don't want to accept anything. No, so I passed the highest test, the highest standards.
These two brilliant minds will be pitted in a battle against one another, which promises to be one of the most memorable moments of this anime and of anime history. Guys, it's time. It's the time everyone's been waiting for. It's the time people have been waiting for. It's unbelievable how excited I am for this. It's finally here. Trump-san will debate Biden-san. My speeches are about as coherent as fucking Biden.
We welcome the Republican nominee, President Trump, and the Democratic nominee, Vice President Biden.
The same man
It's
who
all
told
set
you
up.
by Easter this would be gone away. By the warm weather it'd be gone. Miraculous, like a miracle. And by the way, maybe you could inject some bleach in your arm and that would take care of it. This is the same man.
That was said sarcastically,
That was
you
him.
know that.
And tonight I'm going to
With
make
what?
sure, because
With what?
here's the deal. Here's the deal. The fact is that everything he's saying so far is simply a lie. He knew all the way back in February how serious this crisis was. He knew it was a deadly disease. What did he do? He's on tape as acknowledging he knew it. He said he didn't tell us or give people a warning of it because he didn't want to panic the American people. You don't panic. He panicked. We handed him a booming economy. He blew it.
It wasn't
he blew
booming.
it. He blew it.
It wasn't booming. It was the weakest recovery
Sir, is it
since
fair to, wait, is it fair to
1929.
is it fair to say he blew it when, in
When
fact, it was
COVID came in.
when there was record low unemployment before COVID?
Yeah, but
1Ks. If you got in, if you ever became president with your ideas, you want to terminate my taxes, I'll tell you what, you'll lose half of the companies that have poured in here will leave, and plenty
Half
of
of the
companies that are
companies,
already here, they'll leave for
hardly any
other
companies
places.
Mr. President, we're talking about the economy. I'd like to ask you about your plans going forward because, Mr. Vice President, your economic plan, if you were to be
Yes,
elected
ma'am.
president, focuses a lot on big government, big taxes, big spending. I want to focus first on the taxes. You propose more than $4 trillion over a decade in new taxes on individuals making more than $400,000 a year and on corporations. President Trump says that that kind of an increase in taxes is going to hurt the economy as it's just coming out of a recession.
well, just take a look at what is the analysis done by Wall Street firms. Points out that my economic plan would create 7 million more jobs than his in 4 years, number one. And number two,
The mayor of Moscow's wife gave your son $3.5 million.
That's
What
not
did he
true.
do to deserve it?
That
What
is-
did he do with Burisma
none
to
of that.
deserve
Wait, wait,
183?
You've already fired most of them because they did a good job.
Some people don't
well,
do a good
here's
job. With you,
Go
they
ahead.
say-
You get
here's the
wait
deal.
a minute. You get the final word. Mr.
Well, it's hard to get any word in with this clown. Excuse me, this.
Hey,
this
let me
person.
just tell you, did you use the word smart? So you said you went to Delaware State, but you forgot the name of your college. You didn't go to Delaware State. You graduated either the lowest or almost the lowest in your class. Don't ever use the word smart with me. Don't ever use that word.
Oh, give me a break.
Because you know what? There's nothing smart about you, Joe.
Are you willing tonight to condemn white supremacists and militia groups and to say that they need to stand down and not add to the violence in a number of these cities, as we saw in Kenosha and as we've seen in Portland?
Sure,
Are you
I'm willing
prepared to
do that,
specifically
but
do it?
Well, go ahead, sir.
I would say almost everything I see is from the left wing.
My son, Bo Biden, you're
I
talking
don't know.
about.
I don't know Bo. I know Hunter.
Yeah, you
Hunter
know
got
Bo.
thrown. Hunter got thrown out of the military. He was thrown out, dishonorably discharged.
That's not true. It
for
wasn't dishonorably.
cocaine use, and he didn't have a job until you became vice president. And once you
None
became
of that
vice
is
president,
true.
he made a fortune in Ukraine, in China, in Moscow,
That is simply
and various
not
other places.
true.
You do it over
No,
20,
no,
the
no,
last
no, wait,
25
no,
years.
Because
I
you
wanna-
weren't
Why did you
president.
do it over
Because
the
you
last
weren't
25
president
years? No,
screwing
no,
things
no.
up.
You were a senator. And
You're
by
the
the way,
worst
you were a
president
vice-
America has ever had.
Hey,
Come
Joe,
on.
let me just tell you, Joe. I've done more in 47 months. I've done more than you've done in 47 years, Joe.
But I think that the country would be better served if we allowed both people to speak with fewer interruptions. I'm appealing to you, sir, to do that.
Well, and him too.
Well, frankly, you've been doing more interrupting.
Well, that's
than
all
he
right,
has.
but he does plenty.
Well, less than, sir, less
There's
than,
plenty.
no, less than you have. We're moving on.
It didn't take them.
Well,
Vice
it's a
President,
very- but
no,
Can I be honest? It's a very important
Try to be
question.
honest.
He stood up.
No,
He stood up,
the answer to
and
the
he
question is no.
threatened Ukraine.
No, sir.
With $1 billion, if you
That is
If you know what, you're
absolutely not
stop.
true.
Tape
You're
doing it.
You're going to
Not
have
tape.
True.
Gentlemen,
Is-
I hate to raise my voice,
He's
but
on
it seems
tape.
to be, why shouldn't I be different than the two of you? Thank you, and good night. Thank you.
The reactions to the debate were pretty universal. It was bullshit. It's probably the first time in recent memory that everyone agreed on something, and for good reason. It was just constant insulting and interruptions. It just reminded me of kindergarten, and it really wasn't pretty. If anything, both candidates just harmed their own campaigns and were fucking retards. Because Trump looked like an aggressive bully who brings up the fact that Biden was the worst in his grade, and Biden just hardened my view that his brain is collapsing faster than the Soviet Union in 1991. I mean, just here you can see what a big bruh it was. Like, I'm genuinely surprised that the American people haven't just given up, because I would, if my future presidential choices were an orange man who is very impolite, or Biden. That kind of sums him up. Here's the thing, I can go on forever saying why this debate was this or that, and why Biden was, you know, retarded and things like that. I can go on forever talking about why this debate was utter bullshit, but the basic fact is that everyone on Earth agreed that it was just utter shit, complete shit, dumpster fire on top of a dumpster fire. You know, it's just bad, okay? Everyone agreed that it was bad. Well, when I say everyone, the only man who I have at least heard, who I've heard say that the debates were good was this man, Vladimir Zhirinovsky, who said on Russian state television program 60 Minutes that the debates were great in every way. I mean, this is the same man who said to eradicate bird flu they should shoot all the birds, so I don't know if his opinion is in any way valid. Anyway, to quote Stuart Little, there's always a silver lining to everything, and this silver lining was the good, juicy memes. But what is next for this? What is next for this election? Okay, that question made no sense. Just cut. Well, first off, there's gonna be another debate. God help us. And we already had the vice presidential debate, but who cares about vice presidential debates? Like, they're useless in every single way. At this point, it is still impossible to tell who will win, because while Biden is ahead in the polls, Trump can still clutch the gulag like he did last time. He could lose the popular vote and still win the electoral college like last time, because America's a very weird, stupid system that no one likes. All we can really tell at this point is that it's gonna be really, really close, and whoever will win will still be, at heart, a retard. Personally, I want Biden to win, not because I like him, okay? I don't, but because I have a €40 bet that he'll win, and I don't want to lose it, because I really want to buy 5 Nicolas Cage funny 3D shirts from Wish.